For decades, owning a home was seen as the ultimate path to building wealth, a cornerstone of the American dream. Homeowners believed their houses were not just places to live, but their best investment, a financial safety net that would grow more valuable year after year. But today, that long-held belief is being put to the test in ways many never expected. Rising costs and economic uncertainty are forcing families to take a closer look at what their homes are really worth. While home values might look higher on paper, inflation is outpacing those gains, so the true purchasing power of your home equity is actually shrinking. What seems like growth may be an illusion. According to the S&P Case-Shiller Index, home prices rose just 1.5% in the past year, while inflation climbed to 3%. That means your home's value isn't keeping up with the rising cost of living. This marks the fourth consecutive month where housing wealth has eroded in real terms, leaving many homeowners feeling uneasy about their financial future. During the pandemic, home prices skyrocketed, creating a sense of unstoppable growth. But now, that rapid rise has cooled off, and the market is facing a new reality. In August, nearly every major metro area saw prices fall, except for Chicago, which managed to buck the trend. For most cities, the boom has faded. This isn't just a typical seasonal slowdown. Experts say it's a fundamental shift in the housing market, with long-term implications for homeowners and buyers alike. If you sell your home today, you'll likely get less for it in real terms than you would have just a year ago. The money you walk away with simply doesn't go as far. This new reality changes the math for anyone considering a move, tapping into home equity, or planning for big expenses like college or retirement. The days of easy, inflation-beating gains from real estate are on pause, and the market is entering a period of adjustment. Homeowners now need to rethink how much wealth their property is really building, and what that means for their financial plans going forward. High mortgage rates are the main reason the housing market has slowed, creating a ripple effect that's being felt by buyers, sellers, and real estate professionals alike. The average 30-year fixed rate is hovering around 6.2%, a significant jump from the historically low rates we saw just a few years ago, when rates were closer to 3%. This sharp increase has changed the math for millions of Americans. Higher rates have priced many buyers out of the market, shrinking the pool of qualified buyers and stalling home sales. Many first-time buyers are finding it especially tough to afford monthly payments. Sellers are stuck too, reluctant to give up their low rates for a new, more expensive loan. Many homeowners are choosing to stay put, even if they'd like to move, because refinancing or buying again would mean much higher costs. This lock-in effect keeps inventory tight, with fewer homes hitting the market. As a result, prices aren't rising much, but they're not falling either. Buyers face higher monthly payments, while sellers must be more flexible on price and terms to attract offers. Negotiations are tougher, and deals take longer to close. The result is fewer transactions, slower price growth, and a market that feels stuck in neutral, with less activity than usual for this time of year. High rates are squeezing affordability and putting the brakes on the entire market, leaving both buyers and sellers waiting for better days ahead. National trends hide big differences between regions. Some cities, especially in the Northeast and Midwest, are still seeing solid price gains. New York and Chicago lead with over 5% annual growth, thanks to more affordable homes and stable economies. Meanwhile, pandemic boom towns in the Sun Belt and West are seeing prices drop. Tampa, Phoenix, and Miami all posted year-over-year declines. San Francisco, Denver, and San Diego are also in negative territory. These markets soared during the pandemic but are now correcting. The hottest markets are now leading the nation in price declines. Real estate cycles can turn quickly, and not always in your favor. The divide comes down to affordability and economic fundamentals. Cities that saw the biggest pandemic price spikes, like those in the Sun Belt, are now correcting the most. High prices and high mortgage rates have crushed affordability, pushing buyers out. In contrast, cities like Chicago and Cleveland stayed affordable and avoided speculative bubbles. Their diverse economies and steady job markets provide stability. Tech-heavy cities in the West are feeling the pain of layoffs and slowing growth. If mortgage rates ease, some markets may stabilize, but the gap between affordable and unaffordable cities will likely persist. The fundamentals matter more than ever. In today's ever-changing real estate market, both buyers and sellers need to adjust their expectations and strategies to succeed. Sellers, gone are the days of bidding wars and instant sales. Homes are taking longer to sell, and buyers are more cautious than before. Price your home realistically from the start, and be prepared to negotiate on both price and terms to keep buyers interested. Be flexible. Consider offering to help with closing costs or making minor repairs to make your property stand out and attract more offers. In declining or slower markets, focus on finding a qualified buyer rather than holding out for last year's peak price, which may no longer be realistic. Buyers. High interest rates and elevated prices can be challenging, but with less competition, you now have more negotiating power and choices. Get pre-approved for a mortgage before you start shopping, and look for motivated sellers who may be willing to negotiate on price or terms. Don't try to time the market perfectly. Focus on what you can comfortably afford for the long term, and make sure your purchase fits your lifestyle and budget. The market is rebalancing, and home prices are stabilizing, no longer outpacing inflation as they did in previous years. Success in today's market means careful planning, realistic expectations, and a willingness to adapt as conditions change. Know your local market, stay informed, and make decisions based on your own needs and goals, not just the headlines or national trends.